Have you ever stopped to think, what really defines a happy life? Is it about achieving massive success and buying a luxury house? Or is it about living peacefully, spending time with family, and enjoying the little things? In today's video, we explore two very different worlds, the iconic American dream and the evolving Malaysian reality. While one is known for ambition, hustle, and global influence, the other is admired for its simplicity, cultural richness, and growing economic confidence. For decades, the American dream has symbolized opportunity for all. A belief that with hard work, anyone can succeed, owning a house, starting a business, and living in freedom. On the other hand, Malaysia represents a calmer but meaningful lifestyle, rooted in community, affordability, and a strong sense of identity. So which one offers a better path to opportunity, success, and happiness? Is the American dream still alive? Or is Malaysia quietly building a new kind of dream worth living? Let's explore and find out. What is the American dream today? The American dream, once considered achievable by the average working-class person, has evolved into something more complicated. In the mid-20th century, owning a home, having a good job, and retiring comfortably was the standard vision of success. But in today's America, that dream feels more distant for many. Young Americans today face a long list of challenges: rising student debt, unaffordable housing in many cities, skyrocketing healthcare costs, and growing income inequality. The dream hasn't vanished completely, but the road to reach it is now filled with financial stress and uncertainty. Even people with good jobs often find themselves living paycheck to paycheck. Yet, America still remains a land of incredible opportunity. It is home to some of the biggest tech giants, creative industries, and groundbreaking innovations. For people with big ambitions, especially in fields like technology, finance, or entertainment, America offers space to grow. But that growth often comes at a cost. Many Americans work long hours, sometimes 2 jobs, just to afford basic living. The stress of constantly chasing success leads to burnout, anxiety, and sometimes, a deep feeling of emptiness. What is the Malaysian reality? On the other side of the world, Malaysia offers a very different reality, one that may not always make headlines, but is becoming increasingly attractive, especially for those seeking a more peaceful and affordable life. In Malaysia, many people enjoy a lower cost of living. A middle-class salary can cover housing, food, transportation, and even family outings without constant financial strain. Owning a home is still possible for the average worker, and public healthcare is accessible and affordable. This naturally reduces the kind of stress Americans face daily. More importantly, Malaysia is a country where family ties and community bonds are deeply valued. People often live close to their extended families, and taking care of one another is part of the culture. Life moves at a slower pace, especially outside major cities. Instead of chasing high-paying jobs, many Malaysians prioritize balance, well-being, and spiritual or cultural fulfillment. The Malaysian reality may not come with luxury for all, but it offers stability, comfort, and peace, a different kind of dream, but one that many find more meaningful. Opportunity, USA versus Malaysia. When we talk about opportunity, the contrast between the two countries becomes clear. America is a global powerhouse in business and technology. People from all over the world go there to build careers, especially in places like Silicon Valley or New York. There is a system that rewards innovation, boldness, and hard work. But it's a system that also demands a lot: long hours, high competition, and constant effort. Malaysia, by comparison, may offer fewer global stage opportunities, but its local landscape is evolving rapidly. Cities like Kuala Lumpur are turning into tech and finance hubs in Southeast Asia. There are growing opportunities in business, digital services, tourism, and green energy. While salaries may be lower compared to America, so are the living expenses. Starting a small business, for example, is more achievable in Malaysia without massive loans. This makes Malaysia attractive not just for locals, but also for digital nomads and retirees who value quality of life over high income. The country is also politically stable, relatively safe, and increasingly tech-forward, offering more than many people realize. Success: how do both nations define it? Success looks very different depending on which side of the world you're on. In America, it's often measured by external achievements, how much money you make, the kind of car you drive, the size of your house, and how many degrees or titles you have. It's a culture that encourages constant self-improvement and competition, which can be motivating but also exhausting. In Malaysia, success is more community-oriented. It's not just about what you achieve individually but also about how you contribute to your family and society. Taking care of your parents, having a secure job, owning a modest home, and raising children with good values, these are often seen as the real markers of success. The pressure to show off is less intense. People take pride in simplicity, cultural values, and living peacefully. Many Malaysians who travel or study abroad often return home. Not because they can't find better jobs elsewhere, but because they miss the deeper, more personal aspects of success that Malaysia provides. Happiness: fast-paced or peaceful? Happiness is where the contrast becomes even sharper. In America, the individual enjoys many freedoms: freedom of speech, travel, and lifestyle. But studies show that many Americans are increasingly unhappy. The pressures of career, the cost of living, social isolation, and a declining work-life balance contribute to anxiety and depression. In Malaysia, people report higher levels of daily life satisfaction. While not everyone is wealthy, many feel content. They enjoy good food, spend time with loved ones, celebrate festivals, and live in safer, slower-paced environments. Religious and spiritual practices are integrated into daily life, helping people feel grounded. There's less obsession with material things and more emphasis on relationships, traditions, and living in the moment. For many Malaysians, happiness comes from connection, not consumption. Lifestyle and work-life balance. The American lifestyle is heavily centered around work. Paid vacation days are often limited, and many people don't even use the ones they have. Career comes first, and rest comes later, if at all. This culture of hustle creates ambition, yes, but also fatigue. Malaysia, on the other hand, places greater importance on balance. Public holidays are frequent, and family events and religious observances are respected by employers. Even in busy cities, people find time for leisure. Whether it's a night market visit, a beach trip, or a quiet evening with family, life feels more human. It's not perfect, but the system doesn't push people to exhaustion the way it often does in the US. What do immigrants say? Many Americans who have relocated to Malaysia say they feel healthier and happier. They praise the affordable healthcare, friendly locals, delicious food, and simpler lifestyle. Retirees in particular find Malaysia to be a peaceful place where their money stretches further and life feels calmer. On the flip side, Malaysians who move to America often speak of better job prospects and higher salaries. But they also mention the loneliness, homesickness, and cultural adjustment. Some return after a few years, not because of failure, but because they realize success abroad doesn't always bring joy. The movement in both directions shows that each country offers something the other lacks, whether it's opportunity or peace, ambition or balance. Which life would you choose? So, what matters more to you, chasing big dreams, or living a peaceful reality? The American dream remains a powerful symbol of ambition, risk-taking, and global influence. But it comes at a cost: financial pressure, emotional strain, and a never-ending race to prove yourself. The Malaysian reality might seem quieter, but it offers a kind of wealth that can't be measured in dollars. Family, peace, simplicity, culture, and contentment, these are things you can't always buy, but in Malaysia, they're part of daily life. In the end, the real dream is not about where you live, but how you live. Whether it's the bold hustle of New York or the peaceful mornings in Penang, a happy life is the one that matches your values. So, what's your dream life? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more global life comparisons, only on this channel.